Oh yeah. When I was watching that game. Um I know I was seeing a bit of it myself. I watched like I pretty much watched like most of it. I was like, dang man. I was surprised that with all the things that Argentina was doing. Yeah, that was one of the things I saw too. I was saying something. I was like, bro, like what's up? Like, what's up with these? Dude, I'm gonna lie to you. The one part, bro, I'm not even too sure if you saw it online, dude. But dude, I'll be for real with you. When I saw there's a just look up Spain player flips in the air. Maybe I'll share it. Blue. When I was watching that, I was like, and I watched that happen. I was like, bro, ain't no way that this guy, ain't no way that this guy got flipped like that in the air. And honestly, one of the players got a red card. And when I saw that, I was like, bro, I'll be for real, that was deserved. It was bad, dude. Like you had to see that. Like when that happened live, I was like my jaw dropped. I was like, yeah. Hey, dude. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Oh, dude, it was up. I found it. I found it immediately. And I'll be honest with you, and the two goals as well that didn't count, bro. I got like, I feel like if I was someone that was a big fan of Spain, I would have gotten pissed because one made it in, but the part I will say that this sucked was that it did what is it? It did get that one thing like what is it that they rang the bell. Yeah, they rang the whistle, and so there was that. But bro, I would have been upset if I was that if I was that black guy. And then there was another one too. I don't know why the second one didn't count for. Yeah, you see how hard he hit him. Oh yeah, they're going fast. But when I saw that, I was like, oh shit! Like genuinely, I was very surprised when that happened. Someone did get hit in the face with a ball. The game, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, with the player, like you could clearly see his face, like in the end of the ball. Yes. Oh Lord, yeah. Yeah. I won't lie to you. To me, it didn't really matter like who won. But the games were the game was really good. I will say that. I don't know. It's a good question. All right, so who are we waiting for? Heck yeah. Where did they add that dog? Oh Lord, you're gonna put on the SpongeBob. Yes, SpongeBob. Oh. Yes, yes you do. That laugh. Oh hell no. Striker hour. Shock rock acquired. Recharge gaining shock rocks. What? Oh no, Leroy, what did you do? Oh, did we jump with him? Are we in builds? Oh, okay. I got hollow foil. You have to wait. You have to do it with the soccer ones. Oh, I thought it was any of them. Oh, okay. Your frames were at 40. Yeah, you're supposed to do that while not playing. You're supposed to do that when not playing. I just got a galaxy one. Yeah. Do I have one? Do I have a galaxy one? And reload? Hmm.
Hey there, runner. Got some work for you. Now, I want to see what you're capable of.
Yeah.
You're one to keep around.
Oh, dude, this guy just watching me through the window. No, that's Sprite. Are you following me? Dun dun dun. Should I take a turn so I could be annoying? Should I extract this little guy, the little gold one that I brought? Should I go to the extraction or should I use the gizmo? Okay. I'm gonna take a turret. Hey Rexy, how you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I don't have unlimited sprint as well. Where's my unlimited sprint? It's never the fun things. What kind of PNG tuber is this? Hey Rexy. We 3D. It's more 2D. But this is something that what's his face helped me do. Have you seen what is it what Leaflet's been making? Better. Oh, I can't break that. Yeah, I don't doubt it can look better. Yeah, I figured it was AI. It's not badly done AI, to be honest. It's pretty good. I mean, it can. I don't doubt it could use some work, but I think it looks good. So I was extracting. Wait, hold on. I want to troll him a little bit. Wait, I want to troll him a little bit. I'm going to throw a turret so he'll freak out. You did? I freaked him out. I knew I scared him. Oh wait, did I hit start on the one thing? Hold on. I forgot to hit start on the one thing. Oops. It's streaming. No, it was there. Is that that on YouTube specifically? You could have it as like a auto start. Which some reason the option isn't there. It used to have that. But if you're like on, but if you have your thing primarily on like link to Twitch, the Twitch and the vertical YouTube, like those will start. But if you want to do like the horizontal, you actually have to press go live for that one. Every time. Oh, I heard a car. Good. No. No cyber bullets here. Gotta put your game up. You gotta put your game up performance. Gotta put your game up performance. Who's he shooting at? Oh. What are you waiting for? But does he need health or something? Oh yeah, they did. They used the one on top of that hill. What it looks like, yeah. All right, so we go that way. All right, moving that way. There we go. Got unlimited running. Streaming University? Yeah, I did see that. They were there. They're different in that building. Yeah. Spell about Framer University, not on physically being there, but how do you feel about checking out the classes to Shumi University? Oh, dude, I was seeing a little bit of like the things that are going on with Shumi University, bro. That shit looks cringe. Oh, nice. I could, but I have a smoke. There's Santa Claus. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I need way more bullets. I'm gonna start mag dumping on people. Left side, left side. There's someone in that building. They threw a smoke. No. Go get him, Ontario. He took, what is it? He took my special jelly thing. All he had to do was to kill him. It's fine. Bark, bark. Alright, what soccer boy do I have? I'm gonna send you some of the streams in your DMs. Oh, you want to do this? I'm at what do I? I'm at silver 2? Oh wow. What the hell do you know about cameras? Spain. My God, that's loud. Let me see here. I think that's how you spell her name. Ba-na-na-da-na-na. Oh. Oh wait, are they doing the thing again? I think it's because I honestly I think it's because we're in the regular mode. That's why. All right, Swallow. We're gonna drop in and kill some people. Ah, Swallow, you suck. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what I could tell you about that. Do we have so many people going through here? Yeah, everyone wants that free car. That's why. Yeah, you might have to look it up because I don't remember how you can do it, but I would suggest looking up a tutorial and try to. Oh, someone's going to you. Try to find like a setting where you could enable what is it called again? I think it's called end task, where you can end the task of the programs. There's like it pretty much force closes them. Yeah, yeah, it's like the test manager. It's great because you don't have to pop open the task manager and to close up programs. Yeah, or something. It's if you want to close like the program that you have open, or that you want to close, or sometimes depending on what exactly, you will have to open the task manager just to end the program that one of the programs you're using that doesn't give you like a window, because that's mainly what it is. Someone getting shot by a turret. That's not. Oh, that's your turret. Oh. Oh, you down someone. Someone got knocked. Ooh. Go, Soldo, go. I forgot what's his face called that that mask thing that radiation suit. I forgot what he called him. Darth Vader. I know, but Marty, what is it? When he was confronting his dad, I don't know if he named himself Darth Vader or some shit. No, Doctor. Guzzle juice. You're not getting a guzzle juice. SpongeBob is dead. I won't lie to you, the respawn timers are definitely much more faster in these ones. I'm coming. Oh, I was gonna pick up the SpongeBob. Yeah, which is crazy that it's being locked at 40. That's weird. It will. No, I don't know. Aha! I threw my thing. I just drew away. Oh, Taro, where's he at? Oh, there he is. Just as I planned. Why is that guy just standing there getting shot? Oh, are these bots? Where the fuck are these people? Yeah. Oh shit. I'm reloading all my guns. Oh my god. Oh wait, I can't even buy you in if I wanted to. Oh god, there's a woman right here. Oh Jesus. No. That wasn't mine. Hit it. Oh shit. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god. Oh, that was messy. That's phenomenal. Oh, well, we tried. All right, he's gonna reset his thing. Oh yeah, hopefully restarting it fixes it because maybe look through your things even now so you don't have anything else running in the background. What, like to lock it? You could just do it in the game. Just go to your search. Just put yeah, just in the video. Then you can either do the control panel or the main app itself. Maybe put on a. Why don't you just put on a soccer or the soccer thing instead of just going to that one place? Well, I didn't do it as well though. Here, I'll put the gummy one. So we'll get lots of people jumping on, lots of people jumping. How do I put the thing up from here? I hate this little scroll bar thing. What does it do? Supposedly it controls the audio, which I don't think that's really true. Hey, Fins, how's it going, buddy? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. You watched the game too? I watched it. I thought it was pretty neat. No, that's not it. That's it. Nope, that's not it. There you go. Actually, let me make this more lower. Yeah. I don't know if they jumped yet. They probably did. How's your thing? Is it all right? Yeah, it doesn't sound like a Sounds like a bad. Yeah, it sounds like something weird's going on. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, maybe stabilize it, then it should be fine. I mean, you could lock, just lock it to 60. What's with the AI 3D character? I just wanted to see how it was or how it is, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that you start seeing more and more and more. No volume? Oh, right, I forgot. Oops. Yeah, no, I was just tabbed out. Ow. Oh my god, you go far when you tumble. Ooh, I got a galaxy. It would be funny though if your ray tracing was on. Yeah. You can. Which one should I level? The galaxy or the... I mean, I have the gummy one. I know a lot of people want the gummy. No volume. Can you hear me, Fins? Oh, not you. Oh yeah, that's the game. Go! You can hear me? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on there. I guess I have all the soccer ones, I guess. I thought the... Wait, which one don't I have? Or maybe I have all of them. Oh, I guess the one I didn't have was the foil. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that was the one I didn't have then. I guess I didn't have the foil. Maybe I'll level up the regular guy instead. Have you played the Veridity mod on Minecraft? No. I don't really mod a whole lot in Minecraft. Veridity mod? No. I don't really mod a whole lot in Fortnite. I would like to do like a custom thing for it. But no, not currently. All right, what am I waiting for? Oh, no, he's still here. What is he doing? Yeah, look at is your frames better now, or do you still having issues? Well, open your task manager and look at it from there. And just look at your thing and see what's using a lot and such. Uh-huh. Yeah, this should be fine. What about your what about your like CPU and your GPU usage? Yeah, that's about right. No, that should be fine. I mean, mine's at 85, but because I have like I have a bunch of tabs open and shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Fortnite will consume a lot of RAM. Yeah. Oh, I have the regular boy. Uh, but tell me, Fins, what's the Veridity mod? Veridity? If am I saying that right? Damn. So the one cycle guy I did need was the one that was foil. The one that was foil. Which one did I pick up then? Oh wait, no, I think that was a gummy one that I had. Never mind. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Do you ever get the shock rocks? I haven't gotten anything of that. I know. And I would like mentally believe, oh, you guys hear gunshots going on. You think maybe I should look and see what's going on. Damn, dude, like that's crazy, man. Like, what's going on? You know, like we need to like mentally communicate. You know, I thought I thought us touching tips together. You know, I really thought that it would actually help us out. You know, but no, apparently touching dicks together doesn't really do anything. But okay, fine then. I'll go fuck myself then. I got what is it? They did what is it? They stuck their fist on my ass, but that's why I was like, hey, let me just watch. Let me watch in the corner. And look at that. Now the bots want to crash the party. Damn, that Lexi really try to do it. Better shoot that Lexi. It was, yeah. It was either shoot the John Wick or shoot the Lexi. Dude, that that went into shit. Yeah, we would have got screwed there no matter what. We got like that was like two different that was two different parties right there, because that John Wick and the other one, the one that came back was the Poison Ivy. Oh, they're not ready up. Okay. Who's party host? How do you make party host? That's the thing. When do they add that? Oh wait, is it on Squad? Heck yeah. Oh, you're talking about that one guy? This the one with the blue hands? Oh. Striker hours. You know, it tells us that we get shock rocks, but do we really? Because I don't see it. Oh. I thought it was just something you passively get, but okay. Swallow, we got people here. Yeah, yeah. No. I couldn't finish him. Yep. I only got 3 bullets. So revive. I don't know. Shit. The fuck? Oh, tap. I still. I'm gone. Shit. Yeah, she's running for it. We got someone else. There's a bot. Let's take our money. This bot had nothing. I like the fish.
Got a gig for you, runner.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the other fishing spot. Nah, I think I should get this. Alright, I got a flopper. Oh, let me eat this flopper first. You know, eat that one. I know. What a mess.
You're a quick little fish, huh? Now, go take that for a spin. You're one to keep around.
Yep, yes sir. They're gonna come and get us. Shit. flew off. I really have no range. Are they moving? Just keep out of this. Yeah, just keep out of the storm. I don't doubt it. Like, yeah, so far they have failed me. Well, I mean, not really doing anything super crazy with them. Wait, when you throw the crash pad, do you only throw one of them? Oh no, you could throw two. Why does he even get the spicy ice cream? Yes. Can't keep the can't hold that for long. Is this a bot? What is this? Oh, got him. He's not down yet. You see? Foil. I told you. You want it? Yes. Let's get rid of this key. I need more bullets. AR, shotgun. Oh, we got someone else. Someone else shooting. I have one. auto pick. Right there. There's someone down by the gas station. Or at the Frosty Flats or whatever it's called. Not leveled. Ya se cae shit, digo, solo. There we go. Kill him. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. No, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. I don't know. I got a super victory royale. I don't know. Where did you die? Did you extract? I don't know, man. Maybe it worked. Maybe it didn't. All right, got 2 more levels for the little Sprite. Yeah, I extracted. You know, dude, that's funny. You know what happened is that when you were getting shot by that one guy, I was right next to him. He didn't realize that I was like standing right next to him, doing the gizmo, and it's so loud. I'm like, does this guy not hear me? No, using the gizmo because the gizmo's loud. You can audibly hear it, and yeah, I was right next to him. You extracting the holofoil striker. No, of course not. He was shooting at you. Of course he cared. Yeah. Yeah, he was there. I was probably, but yeah, like yeah, he was shooting at you, and I was standing there like extracting the thing, and I was like looking at him like, you're not gonna turn right. Yeah. Hey Williams. Hey Williams, how's it going, man? Wait, you gonna bring what? Oh, is it the Boyo Loco one? Oh, do I bring a Sprite? Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Okay. I don't know if I could find a vehicle. Yeah. You see, you still going through the rifts. Um, Dude, I don't even know if I could get a car. I don't even know where the hell I could find them. Maybe we're here. Maybe here they'll have a car. Yeah, they have a truck right here. Yeah. All right, going to it. Oh shit. We got niggas here, Solo. Did you die? No, my Neymar Jr. Oh. No. Yes, sir. Wait, hold on. Oh, my thing crashed. Oh. Wait, hold on. I think it's yeah, it is this one. Oh yeah, my thing crashed. Which one was this one? This one was, oh, okay, it was this is the caster thing. Oh wow, I didn't even know that crashed. That probably crashed just a moment ago. Other news. I know you're not that. I know you're not that type of Indian. Yeah, of course. I'm what is it? I'm woo woo, not really red dot. But I'm currently trying to get the trying to can you wait what I'm currently trying can you taiga was a masala with pita bread for the first time. It's really good. Oh, I know I tried it. I know I tried pita bread with I don't know if it was like hummus or something like that, or something like, yeah, I think so. And it's pretty good, to be honest with you. Yeah, the pita bread is good. What happened? Is all the food's ready? Roy? The one you just kicked out right now? Oh. David Beckham is happy. His team won. Toki looks kind of. Toki looks kind of weird, tiny. That's the mech. Yeah, it has a name. What's up? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for it. Wait, why do I have this on still? I don't need this on. That's a big skin. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I've done the party hips on the on those one characters too. They look great. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Dude, I've been seeing like those people that make like those LARPing channels and such. And there's one in particular that when I saw, which was one of the people cosplaying as a, do you know a dude named what was his name? Technoblade? Remember that as well? Probably not. Yeah. Yeah, he was a massive Minecraft YouTuber? No. No, that dude ended up passing away from like I believe cancer. And yes. He put a crown on the pig. He put a crown on a pig. They put a crown on a pig. That was his avatar. That was his avatar. Yeah, I really didn't get anything either. So yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened with him. He was really popular. He died, and so yeah, he kept on doing it, and right now there are like a lot of like LARPing like content creators and stuff where yeah, and and yeah, they're like those larpers, you know, they just you know they just cosplay as like, you know, like any massive content creator and such, and one of them happened to be that guy, and people are like kind of iffy about it. No, like it's not being done in that way, but people are like, yeah, I don't really think someone should really cosplay as like someone like, you know, someone like this guy, especially when he was like really loved by the community. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just one of those things where it's like well, it really shouldn't be up to like the fans to say no. But I think the one thing that people are agreeing is like it should be up to like the dad, because the dad was very much involved with his son's content creation. Yeah. So I'm like, so to me, I was thinking like, I thought about it myself. And if the dad says no, then honestly, I think he should, respect that. Oh, there's a blue one. Yeah, and then also the other thing that I was like, oh, it's kind of rough a little bit, is when one of the people were playing, what is it? We're playing with with that larper, and dude, that dude. I mean, I don't know much about like what the guy sounds like, but from what I heard is like he does imitate Technoblade pretty well. Well, yeah, that's the whole point of LARPing. You're trying to imitate the like, because it's pretty much like a character that you're playing, pretty much. Yeah, so like his friend, and from what I know, like they were pretty good. They were pretty good buddies. Was like playing with the LARPer and stuff. And to me, I'm thinking like, to me, I thought I was like, ugh. Like imagine like playing with someone who's cosplaying as your friend that's dead, and you guys are, you guys are acting like everything's all right or some shit, or I don't know. I was like, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, imagine if he wasn't doing it well. Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, that wouldn't be something that I think that's the type of door that even I myself wouldn't open. Like just reopen again. Oh, is that what's going on? Got him. They're in there. Shit. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, boys. Oh, nice. Dude, that guy's like super tiny. I can't even see him. Oh no, he's at the bridge. He's at the bridge, the swallow. He tried. Who's fighting? Is that you shooting? Oh. Where at? Where's he at? I'm downed. Guys, I need help. Guys, I need help. I need helps. That's all, please. I need help. Alright, let me die over here. Let me die right here. You better believe it. Hold on. We got one more second. I know they're trying to get me. I know they were really trying to get me. We're going against losers. I think that bird is down, I think. You better respawn now. Tell them to respawn now. Oh, you need some? That's just one. Hey, I'm not getting doo-doo. Yeah, I don't have any healths. I don't think so, no. Ooh, that was a headshot. I'll say that. There's still plenty of people. There's one behind that rock. Get out of here, loser. You lost the championship. I went up by 50. Mm-hmm. Wait, really? They honestly, I don't even think I saw the halftime. I don't think I was looking at it. What, they're just there for the halftime or what? Oh, the Twitch streamer? Oh, that guy. Dude, I remember I saw like I saw a picture. I mean, I don't think, I'm pretty sure it was him, but I remember I remember there was a meme going around where like where people saw that dude without a shirt. It's like, how is it that you're a skinny dude but yet you got saggy nipples? Neon. Yeah, he's a skinny guy, but but like a fat person, like the where like their man tits are like, they hang. That's what it looks like for that guy, for that dude. It's like, how's that even possible? No, not at all. I mean, maybe, but not really that at all. No, it's wild though. Nah. Oh, the soccer players? Yeah, no, they probably died pretty early. Oh yeah. Yeah, one of them, yeah, one of them was really trying to push up on me, but I managed to get away. Like they were really trying to get me. Hmm. Oh yeah. Strike hour begins when the final whistle blows. Striker hour kicks off. Earn double Sprite doesn't earn up the one thing. Level up the Sprite fast. Oh, it levels faster. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, you get a free Hyundai. Oh wow. Yeah, guys, let's do it. Let's get a free mid car. Spread Spider Lily. Oh, it was for this guy. Man, none of these are have any music to them. Honestly, what did even pop up in that halftime? I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what. I don't think there was a halftime show for what I can remember. No, I because I was watching like snippets. I wasn't really looking at that time because I was doing some other things. But no, it was just the people walking around in the stadium and stuff. So I don't know. That's real weird. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, was this an official mode by Epic, the imposter mode? Really? Because I see it right here. Oh. For imposter? Is it? Is it really? Oh, it is a fan thing. Oh well, even the I didn't even see the I didn't even see what the battle royale one looked like. The final kickoff. No, I just saw it. Just seen it right now. I like how there's two versions for I don't know if it's Mecha or Mika. Mika Chameleon. Yeah, I heard people say Mecha, Mika, Micha. I don't know. Sometimes the way how words are put together can change. I don't know, man. The dude. What is the dude that made a GIF? It's like no, it's GIF. It's like no, dude. You're wrong. So it's like that sort of thing. Same thing with this one too. Maybe the name is this. It turns out turns out that it's really that or something. I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on who says it. Maybe it depends on their accent. Dude, you know what's the thing that boggles on my mind is like, it's like okay, like I try to figure out of like what's the proper enunciation, no, the pronunciation of Appalachia or because in 76 because depending on the because the is literally depending on the accent of the character they'll say Appalachia. Yes. Oh, you can emote? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, it's me. I'm just trying to do my scan, man. That's it. I see number 2 thing spinning still, so. No one eliminated. Draw. I don't. Yeah, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, you can vote to eliminate. What'd you see? I was gonna say. I think he's the only black guy in here. We're about to vote. He's the killer. Wait, how do you? Oh wait, you can vote. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, you have to look at them and vote. Oh. Oh, damn it. I think I voted for the wrong person. Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah. I think it shows the actual name when you vote for them. I think I did my task. I think votes 7's gone. Number 2, you? I think. No one eliminated. I voted. I think you have to look at him. You have to look at him as well, though. Oh. Of course it's Miles. It's always been Miles. I totally never trust a black man. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll vote for him. I think that's how that works, right? You have to look at them? Yes. Okay. Are we always waiting for someone or something? I kind of want to play some Left 4 Dead. Yeah. Oh no, Swallow, they're voting for you. No one's voting for him, dude. What is this shit? No. Well, I don't think so. Yeah, that's been saying at the bottom. It is? Oh no. Would you trust a guy that looks like that? Oh wow, it shows him eliminated. Oh wait, are they talking? It's the dead guy, dude. I'm telling you, it's him. It's nostalgia. I'm telling you, it's him. Bring, bring. No, we can't see who you picked. No, swallow. I voted for him. Yeah, it was it the whole time. All right, are we staying here or are we leaving? Nah, I'm leaving this. I was collecting the coins. Hold on. Hold on. No. Ah. All right, you guys could do a couple of matches. Hey, what's with the money? Hey, what's with the money? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh. Oh, look at that. Asmongold won, but Emeru isn't safe yet. Oh, that's interesting. So it means that what's his face can refile a claim later? Actually, no, that is completely possible. Yeah, the thing about it is that if your thing was dismissed the first time, you will have to come back with that with for that being much more better, much more stronger or and things like that. So I would highly expect his thing to be dismissed again. I don't doubt it. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Let me swap a couple of things here. Hey, what's with the money? Wait, can I actually pull out this wait, can I actually pop up this video real quick? Well, can I find it? I don't even know who these are. Oh, dude, Dauntless? Bro, whatever happened to that game Dauntless? That's insane, man. Where is it at? As a cross, oh, it's not as a cross. Uh, wait, what was his name again? Hold on. Oh, okay, Atozi. Bill Gates' daughter's AI startup caught scamming. Oh, bro, I gotta see this. Hold on. Oh my god, dude. These are bad. Oy. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's look at this real quick. Hold on. Let me pop this up real quick. Boom. And same thing with this one too. Nope, that's not it. Boom, boom. And boom. Okay. 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 I wanted to see this one. Dude, imagine dealing with this, right? All right. Maybe I should do the like introduction or something. But yeah, we're gonna be doing reactions now, just for like a little bit, before I get off. But we have a crazy story, by Atozi, and of course, this has to do with Tung Tung Sahur, which yes, there is a lawsuit going on with what is it with this brain rot specifically. That to me, I'm thinking, who is going to win? Is the person who generated Tung Tung Sahur, or is it going to be something else? I don't know. That's something that I truly question myself about this. But anyway, we should check this out, because these other stories are pretty damn crazy too. But anyway, let's check this one out.
Tung Tung Sahur has now found himself in court. And no, I'm not talking about the JP Morgan guy. I'm talking about the AI cartoon brain rot.
Oh, bro, the JP Morgan guy, bro. I won't lie to you. I remember when that news story broke out, and when people found out the way that dude looked, people were like, "Boy, stop lying." And I'll be honest with you, I was kind of the same way too.
Character. Because believe it or not, a viral AI wooden stick is now at the center of a copyright battle that could affect Roblox, Fortnite, and the future of AI art, I guess. Because imagine just telling someone 10 years ago that a federal judge would one day have to decide who owns Tung 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 Sahur. Somehow that's exactly where we are. A viral AI-generated wooden stick carrying a baseball bat is now at the center of one of the strangest copyright lawsuits I've ever seen. I guess as ridiculous as it all sounds, this case could actually have huge consequences for AI-generated content. Roblox, Fortnite, and pretty much anyone creating art with AI. So, if you somehow avoided brain rot for the last year and so, let me catch you up. Tung 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 Sahur, often abbreviated to Tung Tung Sahur, he's an AI-generated meme character. He first appeared in early 2025, created by an Indonesian TikTok creator known as Noxa. The character is apparently based on a real Indonesian Ramadan tradition involving a kentagan, which is apparently a wooden slit drum that's used to wake people up before sahur, the pre-dawn meal before fasting begins. So
oh, is that what that based on?
And turned that idea into a AI-generated wooden guy with glowing eyes carrying a baseball bat, and somehow it became massive. It spread across TikTok, YouTube, Roblox, Fortnite, and pretty much every corner of the internet where kids exist, because apparently they thought this was hilarious. Essentially, Italian brain rot is what went viral after kids got tired of Skibbity Toilet. But Tung Tung Sahur is apparently one of the most recognizable brain rot characters. It even surprised—
Dude, it is crazy to me that even Skibbity Toilet was like the biggest biggest meme that happened not too long ago, actually.
Surprisingly has a detail.
And yes, if any of you guys have been outside relatively not long, they do have toys. Yes, they have toys.
Detailed Wikipedia page documenting its history, cultural origins, appearances in video games, and now its copyright status. That's right, there's literally a section on Wikipedia called copyright status for a talking AI wooden stick. Because apparently when Tung Tung Sahur became popular, it also became valuable. And whenever something on the internet becomes valuable, people start arguing about who owns it. So the companies at the center of all this are called Spider Games and Speedy Simulator Gaming. They're the developers behind Steal a Brain Rot, one of Roblox's biggest games. And the whole idea of this game
Still
is players collect these bizarre Brain Rot characters, earn money from them, and even steal them from other players. And because Tung 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 Sahur was, I guess, one of the
crazily enough, for some of you guys who don't know this, you can actually make money from this too. Yes, there are people that actually buy these things. Yes, it's real.
biggest internet memes around, he of course ended up in the game. And at first, nobody really thought too much of it, but then a French company called Momentum Lab stepped in. Momentum says it represents Noxa, the Indonesian creator behind Tung Tung Sahur, and he claims that it manages the commercial rights of the character. So, according to the filings, Momentum sent the game's developers a cease and desist letter back in September of 2025. This is essentially a legal notice saying, we believe that you're using our intellectual property without permission. Please stop. And after getting that letter, the developers actually removed Tung Tung Sahur from the game, while the two sides, I guess, tried to negotiate some sort of licensing deal. But those negotiations apparently fell apart. So the character eventually came back.
It's one of those things where it's like, how can you make a negotiation deal over, over a like, like something like this, when the whole thing is created through AI? Like, it'd be very different if it was like, maybe it could be done with like, someone's, like, if someone did that with their art and stuff, it'd be like, okay, maybe there could be some sort of leeway there. But since this was fully generated, through whatever, to put the pieces together, it's like, well, the thing about it is that, like, is it really like that person's thing or not? I mean, it's a real gray area sort of thing.
Game. And this is where things really escalated, because instead of simply just waiting to get sued, the developers went on the offense. They actually filed a lawsuit in federal court asking a judge to declare Momentum doesn't actually own a valid US copyright over Tung Tung Sahur or several other brain rot characters. Now, if you're sitting here thinking to yourself, how can there even be a lawsuit over a AI generated meme that was generated in Indonesia? Yeah, that's kind of the point. There's a whole lot of questions in the air here, because this isn't just a fight over one talking wooden stick. It's a fight over what the law thinks about AI generated content. So here's the big legal question. Can you actually copyright something that was created with AI? Well, the answer isn't as simple as yes or no, because a lot of people
it'd be very
online have been
difficult to do
saying,
so.
well, it's AI generated, so nobody can own it. And then you have a whole group of people that essentially say that AI just steals a bunch of assets from real artists and use those to generate whatever it generates. So this will definitely be interesting to see how it's ruled on in US court, because under current US law, copyright protects original works of human authorship. So yeah, that poses the question, what happens when it's computer generated? So my understanding of it is there has to be enough human creativity behind the work. So if something is created entirely by artificial intelligence without meaningful human input, it isn't really eligible for copyright protection. But here's where things get a little bit messy. So what happens if the person uses AI as a tool, and I guess they spend days refining prompts, changing ideas, coming up with the character's personality, writing its story, picking
It's
its
a
voice,
great
creating its
question.
music, and shaping everything until it becomes the final version everyone knows? Like, at what point does it become their creative work instead of something a computer just spit out? And that's exactly what these two sides are currently fighting about. The developers behind Steal a Brain Rot,
I mean, it is a very, like, that is like that's the thing, is like, it is a very gray area for something like this, because there is a lot of layers that people do go through for things like this, for it to work. But the problem is that yes, even though it may be true, it's all done through automation, through AI and such. But at what extent can this really be one's ownership of, like to what extent? Like, is it all the prompts, the references, or some of the other things that's used, maybe music or and such? It's like, at one point, can this be considered possibly copyright ownership? Like, at one point, can it even be eligible for that to even happen?
argue that Tung 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 Sahur was generated by AI, so Momentum can't claim a valid US copyright over the character. Momentum completely disagrees. They say that Noxa didn't just type a sentence into ChatGPT and call it a day. No, according to their filings, he developed the character through an involved creative process, coming up with the name, backstory, the voice, the music, the videos, and just the overall vibe of the character. And all of this obviously makes up the identity of Tung 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 Sahur. So essentially this lawsuit is kind of asking how much human creativity is enough for it to be copyrightable. There's another layer to this that makes this case even more confusing, because Momentum isn't just arguing about copyright, they're also arguing about trademark. And those are two completely different things. Think of copyright as protecting the creative work itself, and trademark, on the other hand, protects branding. It's essentially what tells customers, hey, this product or character comes from us. So Momentum says that people now link Tung Tung Sahur with the creator they represent. They claim they've already licensed the characters for all kinds of products, including other games, toys, books, ebooks, consumer products, and even Fortnite. I mean, I was grocery shopping in Norway and I saw brain rot soda for sale in rural Norway. I was in a small town with like 3,000 people, something like that, whatever Folvung has. How many people live in Folvung, Norway? 712 to 700.
Dude, that's crazy. A village from was a Folvung in Norway, a population of 7. Dude, imagine that you go to some rural area and they have a brain rot soda drinks. It's like, what the like, that's crazy. Hey man, for a lot of these things, good. I'll be honest with you, for a lot of these things, good luck, man. I'll topic real quick. An anti-Trump ad popped up on my TV while watching your stream on YouTube. I'm not surprised.
120 people live in Folvung, Norway, and they somehow have brain rot soda. It's pretty global. Regardless, the developers of Steal a Brain Rot say not so fast. They argue that Tung Tung Sahur is a fictional character, not a brand, and that Momentum is trying to use trademark law to get control over creative content when it's really just a copyright issue. So now, essentially, the judge has to sort through both arguments. Who, if anyone, owns the copyright? Can the character function as a trademark? If neither applies, can anyone actually stop other people from using this meme? Because on one side, you have lawyers arguing over federal copyright law, and on another side, they're arguing about a glowing-eyed wooden stick named Tung 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 Sahur. Okay. And I genuinely don't know how the judge keeps a straight face reading some of these filings. Because, I mean, one day you're handling billion-dollar business disputes, and the next day you're reading court documents about whether Bombardino Crocodillo qualifies for intellectual property protection. I guess this is just...
Like, here's the thing. It's like, it may seem ridiculous, but this is the current reality that this is going to be more of a thing that will happen soon. And technically, it's already here. You know, we're already going with one example. I mean, definitely there's going to be more in the future. But the other thing as well is that even though with the other ones, you know, they're, you know, crazy or and such things like that. But the issue with this is that this is going to be more common things in the future, because it's already here. It's not going anywhere. And so it is a true question, is how much of this could be, you know, copyrightable, let alone how much of it can even be trademarked as well. Which, I'll be honest with you, I can firmly believe copyright can probably be upheld, maybe, but I think the one part I think they probably have a more difficult time is trademark. I think that's the one that would be more of a hard time for sure. I don't know why though, but I think trademark would be a lot more difficult.
Just where we are in society. The judge hasn't actually ruled on any of this yet. Right now, both sides are basically telling the court, the law is on our side. So it'll be interesting. Spider Games says that these characters don't qualify for copyright because of how they were created. Meanwhile, Momentum says there was plenty of human creativity involved and that they've been licensing Tung Tung Sahur to other companies for a while now. So nobody has officially won yet. In fact, one of the biggest reasons people in the legal world are paying attention to this case is because there isn't a clear answer yet. The US Copyright Office says that essentially copyright protection works of human authorship. But as AI becomes more common, courts are still figuring out where that line really is. How much AI
Hey man, if this becomes big enough, don't be surprised if they change it where the AI will be copyrightable and stuff. Time changes, evolution changes, laws change. That's just the way how it is. So don't be surprised if some of these things that do make it where that things that are AI created, AI, prompt made, or even just reference made and things like that are fully copyrightable and trademarkable as well.
is too much AI. And that's why this lawsuit could end up being remembered as a world-changing lawsuit. Because as crazy as this sounds, whatever happens to this lawsuit will probably shape any future AI-generated copyright dispute. And obviously, these are actually some big companies. Like, just for context here, allegedly, To Steal a Brain Rot, this Roblox game, is making $10 to $11 million in real-world revenue a month. There are some Roblox kids out here who are making very popular games who are making stupid money. And I can only imagine how much the licensing deals for Tung Tung Sahur and all the other characters are worth. So both sides of this lawsuit, they're gonna have a whole lot of money, which honestly really makes me want to go see it in person. So if you guys want me to go cover it in person like I did with the insane TikTok psychic, like I did in this video right here, which you can watch here, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, check out that video because that's just like one of the craziest videos I've ever made. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
That's an hour and a half. Brother, that is long. Wow. But yeah, that I'm gonna lie, it is going to be a certain hill for these guys to, to climb up on. But hey, I will say that good luck to them, good luck to Tung Tung Sahur and things like that, trying to win this copyright lawsuit and trademark lawsuit and things like that. Good luck. I will say that, man. I will say that. So there it is. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Let me see here. Oh wait, let me see this one. This guy pretended to play over my gameplay on his stream live. Ain't no way. Hold on, let me see this.
All right. Up in a Slayer game, it looks like. You see this? Oops. Oh, I need to switch it. All right. So if I could control a snipe and a nade, I mean shotgun and this rocket. Took my steroids today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dude. Check the radar, dude. Haven't died yet. That's first one.
Double kill.
Hey, man. Just dominating. Bam. Bam.
Killing spree. Triple kill. Overkill.
Is this really Halo 3 or is this more of Halo or is this Master Chief Collection?
Kill tragedy. Kill atrocity. Can I get a 360 no scope? Let's see here. And come on. I couldn't get the 360 no scope. Make sure to comment, like.
The dude literally swapped his screens before the names even popped up, and you can see it for a few frames too. Wait, what color was he? I think they were blue, right? Wait, what color? Oh no, they were red. You couldn't. Oh, okay. So you can't even see it. Nah, you can't even see it. Come on, bro. This guy pretended to play over my gameplay on his live stream. I like how this almost got 10 million views, by the way. Bro, who does this? Like, genuinely, who plays over other people's gameplay? I feel like I've seen this shit before. Okay, let's see. Mickey is forced to choose between Goofy and his country. Guy in VR talks about the worst day as a soldier. Bro, that's some heavy ass shit. Like, damn. I feel like I've seen this video before a long time ago.
Gunners would break, self-identify for like alcoholism or PTSD, and they obviously weren't flying anymore on gunships. Rotator cuff issues, back issues, knee issues. The gun job itself was actually really hard on the body, and it broke a lot of people. People tried to get out of it, but for gunners, it wasn't easy to get out of. We actually used to make jokes about it, like the gunship flew on cancer. The cancer rate in the gunship community is actually pretty high because we have like some of the most cancerous substances known to man on there. They had Air Force quality or some kind of medical people come out and do like an air test while we were doing live fire on the gunship. The amount of lead in the air while we were shooting was so high that they were like, you should be on oxygen literally all the time. And we weren't. And we didn't, even with that advice. Towards my last deployment, I felt like death when I woke.
Damn, bro, that's insane. Yeah, and here's the thing, he's right. He's right with all the munitions that they're firing. Oh yeah, that makes so much more sense, especially if they're on gunships, bro. You're talking. I mean, it depends. Maybe it depends on like what they're using, but let's say that they're talking about the infamous AC-130. Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. I mean, they're shooting 20 millimeters. I think was it 20 millimeters? I think there's a 40. And I think there's one that's like 120, which is basically like a howitzer cannon at that point. I think, or is it 100 millimeter or something like that? But yeah, that makes so much sense. Oh yeah, I don't remember what the other one is. But yeah,
I'd have headaches near constantly, irritability, trouble sleeping. Like it felt like I was dying. It was sold to you like They knew how bad it was. They didn't try hiding it. They just didn't care what it was doing to their bodies until it caught up with them. This job is amazing enough to keep doing it until you can't physically anymore, is basically what some of the old heads told you.
I'm trying to go with a peace sign for like 20 years, but instead it looks like I'm trying to use Jedi mind tricks on you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was working at Toys R Us as a...
Oh, okay. So it was exactly what I thought, an AC-130 gunner. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense then, because the amount of gunpowder that those bullets have. I mean, I would suggest like looking up like the size of those rounds. They're huge. They're massive.
I was working at Toys R Us as a stalker.
There you go. That's a good reference. That's what they're shooting. I think this is more for the howitzer cannon. But yeah, imagine that just going off every couple of seconds.
Toys R Us as a stalker. Not stalking in Toys R Us, but like a shelf stalker. Probably not a good thing to stalk inside Toys R Us with all the children around. Probably not the model employee or the guy that you would expect to end up on gunships, because I was just a big stoner.
What was the point where you were like, I'm done with Toys R Us? Because I feel like you just want to get away from it.
Yeah, it's a big
I got
stretch.
fired from Toys R Us.
Pretty sure like it factored in the fact that I showed up every day stoned to like a kid-friendly establishment. I was like a year out of high school. My life's going nowhere fast because I was like, everyone who graduates high school, they're like, I'll do something in like a year and I'll be like a young hot millionaire and whatever.
Everyone
I'm not just
thinks
gonna wake
that.
up one day with like a $1 million idea. I've got to start, doing something with my life.
You gotta build
My
it.
uncle, he kind of runs like a body shop. One day he came to visit us and he kind of pulled me aside and he's like, hey man, what are you doing with your life? Look at your dad. He was in the military. Your mom was in the military. They're successful. And I'm about to be foreclosed on my house because my body shop's going under because I'm 40 years old and I can't, my body just can't keep up with the amount of work I have to do to keep a roof over my head. I actually hated the military in all aspects of it. Was never going to do it. Swore that I would not follow my parents' footsteps. And then that's exactly what I did. My dad's in like 100K plus paying job in like the government. My mom was retired and she was working for the civilian sector, and she was about to get like her military retirement on top of the 10 years of civilian service. So she was about to have 2 retirements. And I looked at them and I'm like, wow, okay, they're successful and they went in the military and I have no direction. Maybe the military will give me that direction if it worked for my parents.
Is your uncle okay now? Did he find a way back on his feet?
He's still got his roof over his head, but he's still doing body shop work and he's like lost all of his teeth. He's kind of addicted to painkillers to like get through the day. We're pretty sure he has like lung cancer and just won't go to the doctor because he can't afford it. I had the whole scoop about like the military going in. I was like,
Honestly, I think there might be other things going on with the uncle that he probably never really told them about, maybe, but it's speculation on my part.
it's gonna suck. And I knew it was gonna suck. I talked to my dad about it, and like everyone else I knew, it's gonna suck, but you're gonna miss it when you're out. And they were right. I do miss it a little bit.
Yeah.
When I went into the recruiting office, I did my ASVAB, and it was high enough to where they're like, basically, any job on the list you can get. I put Loadmaster in there. I put in ATC. If you get out and you do air traffic controlling, you can make a lot of money. My mom told me, and this is like the one thing she told me that was wrong, you don't have to pick 5 jobs. You only have to pick 4. I walked in there only with 4 jobs, and the recruiter was like, you only have 4 jobs on here. And I'm like, I only need 4. And he's like, no, that's Air Force regulation. You need to pick 5 jobs on your dream sheet. And I looked down the list, and nothing really jumped out at me. What's aerial gunner? And he's like, I think you shoot guns out of planes. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. It's my 5th pick. I'm probably not going to get it. But wrote it down in there. And that was my 5th pick. And then like 2 weeks later, I got a call from the recruiter, and they're like, hey man, you're going to be psyched. I got this job for you. Guess what it is? And I'm like, I don't know. What is it? And he's like, aerial gunner. And I'm like, okay, so what is that exactly again? He's like, you're going to be a gunner on like HH-60s or the Pablo or the AC-130. The AC-130 from like Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2,
like, yeah.
yep.
And then I got really into it. I started playing Modern Warfare a lot more than I already had been.
Yeah, that's
Kill
about
streak.
right. That's about right, yeah. Hey, Lucky, is it Lucky? Oh, thanks for this. Thanks for the star.
The top is the gunship.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Just religiously tried to get the gunship in every game. The perfect position for.
That's the crazy thing, man. Like, because when you hear something like that, I mean, I don't know how young he was when this happened, but yeah, can you imagine? Like, you hear that, it's like, oh, Modern Warfare 2. And things like that, you're just like, whoa, you know, and it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. Um, but of course, something is obviously he already said it already, but something tells me that the worst event is about to happen.
Talking about gunships, the fetal position. I was kind of lazy. I didn't do any like the push-ups or like the run before I went to basic training. I didn't just smoke weed. I smoked Marlboro Reds. So
Oh,
I showed up
yeah.
to basic training like super out of shape, man. Couldn't do like 15 push-ups to save my life. And I showed up to basic training with Vans, the little flat skater shoes. They make you go out there and do a mock physical training test. I came in at like over 16 and a half minutes or something like that on the run, which is not good. It's like 10 something to pass basic training. Came in like super unhealthy and shitty. I was like marching like this, my hands swinging together rather than like doing this. My TI would always like, struggle, what the fuck are you doing? Like, just do it naturally. Just walk naturally. Walk like a human being, struggle. There's this like big ceremony after you like graduate the aerial gunner course. They take all the people that have graduated on stage. They give you your silver wings. They have like metal pins on the back sides of them. The old tradition was is they punch it in. Those 2 needles would go into your chest, earning your wings through blood kind of thing. Punch them on so hard that they'll never come off. They stopped doing it because it was like hazing, and there was like a big push in the Air Force to like not haze people anymore. But my dad could do it because my dad's family. He punched me so hard that I like walked back 3 steps on the stage. So after we got done with the land sear and like the water sear, I went to my first duty station, Herbert Field, Florida, headquarters of Air Force Special Operations Command, and I was psyched. I wasn't considered what was like permanent party yet. I hadn't gotten through training to the point where they would consider me like a full-fledged member of the Air Force. I was still on probation kind of thing. That was just a schoolhouse of getting into the books, having to learn like technical data about guns on the aircraft. What's the fire rate? Do you know the cycle of ops? A failure to fire? What are the malfunction steps to do to deal with that? We've actually lost quite a few gunships in like history. We lost Jockey 1-4 in Somalia during the Black Hawk Down incident. We lost Spirit 03 because they got shot down by like a manpad. From the legacy, there's also the lessons that have been learned on gunships. You know, don't fly during the daytime because you're a low, slow flying aircraft flying in a circle. Probably not a good idea to fly during the daytime when also doing that maneuver, because then it's like, and it can clearly just line up AAA or a manpad on you and just shoot you down. Not to say that we didn't fly daytime missions, we did, but like, we tried not to. Until Air Force brass came down and like, you're gonna fly this mission because we need you. Well, we'll push back and we'll be like, there's a good chance if we fly during the daytime that we're gonna get shot down. Like, I hope you're cool with that.
And they sometimes just force all.
Is that the reason why that when they do fly in the day, they tend to hang in the like in the clouds? Like, I've heard of situations like this before, but not in like vivid details.
Like,
I think there's a clear reason why that wasn't told in details.
You're gonna be flying during the day?
Yeah, they tried to get us to fly daytime when I was in Kuwait, and
Check
ISIS
your
at
butt.
this time still had 56 millimeter anti-aircraft artillery and like manpads and stuff that they had gotten. Afghanistan wasn't so bad. We flew daytime missions there because the Taliban had 23 millimeter anti-aircraft, which really couldn't hit us in our orbit unless they put it on top of a mountain, which they did sometimes to try to trap us in a valley. I mean, it never worked for them, but they tried.
Damn.
All the time through training, they were telling us, hey, you know you're gonna kill people, right? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for in this job. It was repeated like multiple times. Hey, you're gonna kill people. Hey, you're gonna kill people. Hey, you're gonna kill people. And then got shipped out to my first trip to Afghanistan in 2011, 2012 timeframe. When you first start out, when they get you to your main base, you actually live in dorms, right? I literally thought my dorm was cursed, but I realized we were just all gunship guys. The guy that I took his room, he had a stroke. 23-year-old had a stroke. The guy I took the room from. The guy across from me, he ended up getting near constant headaches to the point of like he couldn't function. A guy down the hall started getting like epileptic seizures, and the other guy at the end of the hall, he shook. He literally got something where he had like the shakes all the time, like Parkinson's. And I'm like the only one out of that specific time frame of guys that
I would expect that he I don't think, I mean, it could be from Parkinson's, but honestly, it kind of just sounds like he just got like PTSD sort of thing, because that can happen. Like, some people can get shaky hands because of PTSD, and it just doesn't stop. That can happen for some soldiers.
didn't have some neurological disorder happen to him. When you're young, you
Yeah.
have a little bit of a mortality complex. So like, I didn't expect anything to happen to me. I'm like, well, obviously they had health problems, whatever. There was a point when I was in gunships where I was like, you know, I'm probably going to die of like cancer, and that's cool.
Oh, that's pretty metal.
I stepped off in Kandahar, had like that oh shit moment. I'm in a fucking combat zone. Increased adrenaline, the tunnel vision's coming in because I'm like,
Yeah.
that whole first night, I walked around in like a daze. There was one time where we got rocket attack every 30 minutes. The Taliban had set up on this ridge outside of Kandahar all these little mortars and rockets and stuff. They'd used ice as a timer. They had figured out how to put enough ice in there that when it would melt, it would be 30 minutes when the primer would strike on the projectile, and then it would go off. So they just knew how much ice to put in there. They did that one night where it was just like, boom, rocket, 30 minutes would go by, and like all the people would scurry around base looking for a UXO or what the impact site of the rocket was. Once they found it or they didn't find it, they would give the all clear. And they had perfectly timed it because it took us about 30 minutes to like do a full base wide sweep for projectiles. As soon as we gave it all clear, the next rocket would go off. It freaked me out, like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there's probably like a rocket coming in. I'll just run out to the bunker. The other gunship guys, they laughed at me. Why are you freaking out? They laughed at me basically because I was like doing what I was supposed to go to bunker. Their threat tolerance was way off the fucking charts. They just didn't give a shit in most regards. There was a time we were at Chow Hall and we had an incoming rocket.
I mean, like, here's the thing. These guys, I mean, like, the thing about it is like these are the guys that know that the missions that they're flying in, they're flying a what is it, a aerial tomb at that point, you know, in a way speaking. Like, yes, it's literally a giant tank, you know, that could you know that has like insane cannons on it. It's true, but in the same time, it's like, well, if something hits them and they're going down, they're gonna go down fast, and there's enough ordnance in that plane where it's just gonna be a crater, literally a crater. So, you know, it essentially, in a way, you know, they're flying a giant explosive tomb, essentially. I mean, that's kind of how it was with people who flew in World War II, who flew like the B-52 bombers and such. Those were basically flying bombs. Like, that's literally what they were, because that's pretty much what they were designed to be. And so, and they were shot down, and when they crashed, they exploded. And I mean exploded. If they didn't drop any of their ordnance, or what is any of their like ordinances, I'm not saying that correctly, but any of their bombs or anything like that, those would explode in such like massive payloads, because the amount of explosives that they were carrying.
The whole entire like chow hall drops to the floor, except the gunship guys just sit there at their table just eating their mashed potatoes or whatever the fuck. Combat pay was prorated for like hostile fire stuff. You could pay more for getting shot at. As it went on, it's like, score, they shot at us.
So was there a lot of talk there about the politics of it back home?
There were guys that wanted to talk the politics about it. At that time, I was kind of young and I was kind of disinterested. We would talk about like how we funded the Taliban to fight Russia. It was kind of karma that we would have to fight the enemy we created, kind of thing.
Yeah, of course.
So let me set this up. I don't know if they were a QRF, a quick response force, but they were all like a convoy, and they were driving up the side of this mountain. There's a sheer drop off like right here to the valley below. Above it, there's like this cresting ridge. We're below the alpine level, so there's trees up here too. The convoy is going, and an RPG hits the lead vehicle in like the tire well. The tire explodes, but like everyone inside of it's fine. They're meant to withstand explosions. So like these guys dismount from this convoy and they're just shooting up the ridge line. It all happened really quick. I was like on the 105. You think like these shells are pretty dumb, they just explode on impact, right? The PGU-45 actually had a radar in it. And when you shot it, two little like cylinders in there would match up, and it would basically form a battery that would start powering this radar, and it would start sending out pings 15 feet above ground. It would explode. It would send out like this umbrella shrapnel that was like .22 caliber size, approximately 14,000 pieces of it.
Yeah.
Well, that was what it was supposed to do. What it actually did was it failed. The radar failed. I don't know if like it was just faulty or if it sat in inventory too long. So this thing smacks straight into the middle of the tree and just rips it apart, and the tree falls over and it crushes two insurgents that were right below it.
taking shelter and firing from it. My first death was by tree. I killed a tree and then 2 people under it. I went to my room and I was ready to process.
I was like, bro, that's some luck, man. I'll be for real. That's some luck. Hey, man, that was some luck, dude. I'll be for real, man. Like, imagine that. Like, there's one thing that's supposed to. This pretty much what he used was like an air burster, essentially, and it's supposed to rain down fragments. Which I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know a lot of the things, at least much anymore, of the equipment that they use. But yes, that's pretty much what it was. It was like an air burster, pretty much. And those things are crazy. Those things are very crazy the way how they are, because you could pretty much mark exactly where you want them to detonate. Bam, and they explode, they fragment, and things like that. And it's insane. And it's fantastic to get people out of cover and to, you know, flush people out and things like that, or even just to eliminate them and such. But yeah, this dude got real lucky.
I put some music on and I just like laid there and I was waiting for, I don't know, some kind of human emotion, because you know you watch Hollywood movies where like someone kills someone like for the first time and they're like shook up about it. I was sitting there and on my bed listening to this music and I was just like, is it weird that I don't feel anything? What's going on here?
You did what you had to do.
Some kind of way about what just happened, but like I don't. And I think over the years I've come to realize like what it was. I was like told, you're going to kill people, you're going to kill people, you're going to kill people. I had already had like internalized that message and like accepted that was going to be the conclusion. That's what I was going to do.
Do you ever think, just like as you're going about your civilian life, back to lives you've taken?
There was a mission in the Helmand River Valley on that same trip. And if I'm going to tell this story, I want to tell it in its entirety. The Helmand River Valley was always kind of like a hot spot. Obama had like authorized this general for like a troop surge, one final push into Afghanistan. But because the war was ending, they had started tightening up the rules of engagement, making it harder to shoot enemies, but also like specific targets were like near impossible. You couldn't shoot a building without direct authorization from like the guy in charge of all of Afghanistan. I had been flying these Helmand River Valley.
Yup. Here's the thing. That's one thing that a lot of people hated from Obama, that he did this sort of thing. It's like I will say that, I mean, maybe it depends on how you see it and such, but Obama did ruin a lot of the aspects of like rules of engagement and stuff, because the way how Obama pretty much said it, where like it's either that the people have to be firing at you first, essentially, for you to fire back. Like that's how kind of bad it was. I mean, maybe I'm like misremembering that, but that's what I've heard other people who are part of the military that have said that that's kind of how it worked. And so yeah, that's how it worked for like rules of engagement, that if you have that, yes, even though you see insurgents, you know, with AKs and things like that, if they're not firing at you, you cannot fire at them. That's what I heard from like other like veterans and things like that, especially like veteran like YouTubers and such, which it is something that I firmly believe that Obama it's the reason why that a lot of these people were able to grow significantly more is because of that sort of rules that Obama pretty much put up on, which to me, I just think that he made everything significantly more worse.
Missions for like 5 days in a row, and I wasn't expecting anything to happen because nothing had happened the 5 days previously. This ground party of Marines with their JTAC, they pushed down this little dirt road. This whole town that they were going into was kind of like sunken below the typical elevation of like the surrounding area. At the end of the road, there was like a wadi, like a creek, and on the side they had like a little bit of the wall of the like this town. As soon as like the first guy crossed that wall into the town, he started getting lit up by this 2-story mud brick building from like the top window. There was nowhere for these guys to go. Rules of engagement at the time was like, if they could get out of there, don't engage the enemy, just like let sleeping dogs lie, whatever. They went up to the right,
dude.
they'd go
light up that fucking building.
Their backs would be to this guy who's shooting at them. If they went back up the road, they would lose the cover of the wall because they basically walk up above it. And if they went into the creek, there was no guarantee that there wasn't a window on the other side of this 2-story that could just shoot them while they were crossing this creek.
There you go. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like they couldn't, like, I would, like, I'll be honest with you, if I was leading, I'd be like, level that building. Like, they're firing at you, they're trying to kill you, level that building. I don't care. What is it? Use a Moab. I don't give a shit.
These guys were just stuck here behind this mud brick wall with these AKs. It was basically turning this wall into Swiss cheese while they were behind it, losing their cover.
I'll never. Oh God, this mission's hard to talk about.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've heard a joint task air controller like lose his cool over the radio. He called up and he was just like, "If you don't get rounds down right now, we're gonna die." And it's like, and I'm not doing justice to how it sounded because there was like a crack in his voice and it was real like you could hear like the
panic,
sheer panic in this dude's
you hear the panic
voice. It was just the crack of it and everything. I had to sit there and watch because like these guys were in a building and we're not allowed to shoot buildings. We tried to tell the ground force commander like, "Hey, these guys are taking accurate fire. They can't retreat. We need to shoot this building." And he's like, "I'm not giving you my authorization to strike that building. If there's civilians in there, that's on my head."
I don't give a fuck. Like truly, I don't care. Like that's the part that infuriates me so much. I don't care. Like, do you really like? Here's the thing: you're really not gonna. You're willing to sacrifice your own soldiers because these people will use. They will use the nearest by civilian and use them as a shield. I'll be like, I don't like at that point, I don't care. I'm gonna shoot through that shield and eliminate that person that who they're using as a shield. I'm sorry. That's just how it that like who would you rather save more, your own soldiers or some random ass people who happen to be inflicted in this conflict of war? Like it's unfortunate, but it's one of those things where I'm like, something needs like you're going to be sacrificing your own soldiers at this point. Like, no, love of that building. Who cares if there's civilians in there? Clearly, the people who are occupying this building know that, and I'm pretty sure they know too because they also get intelligence as well. They do. They also get information as well. So if they're willing, if they know that they're like, hey, if we get this infant, and be like, hey, wait this infant around, you can't shoot us, you can't shoot us, you can't shoot us. Oh, guess what? No ordnance is gonna fall from the sky and explode that building. But that building needs to be rubble. I'm sorry for that baby, but that building needs to be rubble.
Internal discussion on the crew, like we could declare self-defense for these guys, but if there's any civilians in there, we weren't willing to really accept that risk to put that on our own heads. We had to get in touch with headquarters back in Bagram and tell them what was going on. And then those guys had to send a runner.
Oh my God, dude. Obama fucked all of this up.
In Afghanistan of NATO. Then they had to bring him up to speed on what was happening, answer all his questions, and then get the authorization from him to strike the building. The entire time, I'm fuming. We have the capability to stop what we're watching right now, and we're not using it. That's what our mission was. Our purpose is to save ground parties' lives. I was seeing red. Like, it's the most mad I've ever been in my life. Going through that experience, I actually know that there's a difference between, like, anger and, like, wrath. That's what I was feeling. Like, I felt like I could just rip out the side of the fuselage of the gunship, jump down out of the sky, and, like, fucking sucker punch these Taliban in the face. That's how mad I was that I would do something.
It's infuriating, yeah.
And so we eventually got the authorization to strike this building. Not 2 rounds into the 105 and like a couple 40s out of the 40 millimeter, we get this ceasefire call. And I'm like, the fuck are we doing? Let's level that bitch, turn it into a fucking dirt parking lot. Then they come over and they're like, women and children are squirting from the building, which squirting just means run away. At that moment, it was like, what? No. There's terrorists in there. There's no women and children. What the fuck? What? Couldn't process it. And I don't know, man. I've thought about that like multiple times over like the course of my life. It's like, what could we have done to like prevent that? That was a perfect ambush.
There's nothing you could do.
From the setup to like where they got trapped behind the wall. I think about it and I'm like, the only thing that could have stopped it is if like we didn't get that push, we didn't get that surge, or the ore ended earlier. That was like, I don't know, that was a box that we got stuck into. And I guess I came back from that trip. Well, not I guess. I came back from that trip pretty messed up mentally. I had had this civilian casualty mission. And I knew it was bad because they had to bring in medical evacuation helicopters to like take them out. But I never wanted to know how many there were. It was kind of like a spiral at first. Like the entire time I was deployed, it wasn't affecting me mentally because I had like a mission to direct all my mental attention. But when I came back and
it's one of those things, man. It's like, it's, you know what it is? It's like, it's one of those things that you need to shut off from your brain of like your humanity part. And it's very difficult to say. It is difficult to do that because, it is something that that once you tap out of it, it's really difficult to tap back into it. But I will say that as a soldier, that's something that you gotta tap yourself out of it, because at the end of the day, these are people that are willing to use civvies as meat shields to stop you guys, and knowingly stopping you guys from doing, doing what you have to do. That's the thing, man. Like, when things like that happen, you can't think about the civilian, because honestly, that civilian is already dead. That's the sad part. That's the fucked up part. The civilian's already dead. They just don't know it. And you got to remember that at the end of the day, these are the people that are willing to grab whatever nearest lives that they can, young or old, and wave them around as meat shields. And you can't just, and it's okay to feel bad. Like, it is, like, it's okay, but you just got to remember that these are the lengths that people of like the Taliban or whoever are willing to go through just to stop you guys to do what you guys are supposed to do, even if it means protecting your own. That's the other thing too. You have to shoot through the meat shields. You have to, young or young, very young or very old. You just have to do it. That's the fucked up part.
After my family had visited me and left, it was like the first time I'd been alone with my thoughts about that mission. And I thought about it and I was like, okay, that's natural. Like, it was pretty fucked up. At this point, I'd already kind of like thought, oh, I guess I just don't feel remorse. But truly, what the real thing is like, I was like repressing it all. This mission kind of like built up so much pressure. I couldn't uncork it on my own. I was like, if I can't stop thinking about it, obviously something's wrong about it. I was hesitating at that point to like throw around like the PTSD word. I didn't want to admit that I could have something messed up mentally with myself. I was like, all right, so we're going to do this my way.
It'll turn into PTSD if you don't deal with it.
Crown. And I went home and I fucking uncorked it because I knew it was a depressant and I was going to drink it, tap into those feelings, like release the pressure on the dam and just like whatever. Well, that was a bad move because as soon as I unbottled those repressed emotions, basically bawled like a baby for like 4 hours that night. And it didn't really stop after that. I thought like I'd wake up the next morning and, oh, cool, I had like a good cry. It's out of my system. Immediately afterwards, okay, I'm thinking about the mission, but I'm thinking about the mission because I'm thinking about how I uncorked that emotion. And then it was like, okay, stop thinking about the mission. Stop thinking about it. It just bounced around in my head all day for like months. It was bringing me to like my breaking point. Easier for me to admit now than it was then because like I was very prideful. Admitting that I have a mental problem was like never a place I was going to go. It got pretty dark there for a while. I couldn't even like decompress. What I had done before in my free time was like watch movies and play video games, and like I would watch a movie and like think about that mission because there'd be like some small scene that would remind me of like what had happened in the Helmand River Valley. Or I'd play a video game and it'd be violent and I would think about, you know, what happened there. Everything led back to that mission.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds a lot like PTSD, my guy. But yeah, it is one of those things where like you do need to talk to someone about it, you know, about this sort of thing to decompress and things like that. Because here's the thing, many people would decompress or bury it and things like that, or even you know, bury it with alcohol or drugs and things like that. So yes, absolutely, you talk to someone about it, maybe a crew member or some shit or something like that. But I guess he didn't want to talk to it with anybody.
Couldn't go to like mental health or anything because then I wouldn't be able to fly. They would take me off flying orders to deal with that. I felt like I would be letting down the rest of the gunship community, or I'd be letting down the ground parties deployed. And I realize now that like the Air Force would have always filled my slot, but at the time, like I felt like I owed it to like the taxpayer, to the ground party, to my fellow gunners and the gunship community as a whole for, you know, I felt like I owed everyone without like feeling like I owed myself anything. I was drinking to feel sad and to not think about it. At least when I was drinking, like I felt like I was in control, which really was the dumbest thing to think when I was like going through this. I wasn't in control of it at all, and drinking was not helping at all.
It made it worse.
doing it anyways.
It always makes it
Like,
worse.
I did initially try to drink with other people, but I realized that I wanted to fight other people I drank around, which is a new thing. I drank before that and I was always a happy drunk, but like after this, when I drank, I wanted to fight my friends, special
Yeah.
forces guys that I ran into at like the bar. And I realized that like I don't want to fight my friends and like the other people that I work with. I just kind of withdrew from that party drinking
Yeah.
because it wasn't partying anymore for me.
It's repressed anger. That's what it is. It's because of the amount of anger that was tied within that mission is the reason why he's feeling like this. It's because of that. I mean, he said it earlier. Like he saw red. He wanted to, to punch a hole in the foliage and things like that. And that's what's coming out. It's the anger. It's the trauma that he went through, but the anger connected with that trauma as well. That's the reason why he's feeling like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's an insane story. Yeah. And I don't doubt there are plenty of soldiers who have like stories like that where like they're trying to save their crewmen or their groundsmen and stuff, but they can't because during the Obama administration, they had it where the rules of engagement was so horrific. Like it was terrible. Not that yeah, if there was like any civilians, you were not able to fire any like any shells or anything like that. Like it was bad, man. Like they really cared about perspective. And to me, I'm like, at that point, I don't care about perspective. I care about saving my soldiers. If it means eliminating a civilian life because they're being used as a meat shield, well, what needs to be done. And it's sad, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's sad, man. But that's the reality that we live in. But hey, after the numerous attacks by the Jedi on my life, do you support the reformation of the Republic into the First Galactic Empire? Do I support the reinformation of the Republic into the First Galactic Empire? Well, knowing the fact that what the Galactic Empire turned into, not really, but I'm not surprised that it happened with the reformation of the Republic. Which is actually sad when you think about it, because a lot of those Republic soldiers, mainly the clones, a lot of them were phased out for like other people and things like that because they were all getting old and decrepit. Because of course, clones, they age like eight times faster or something like that. So they got old fast. Clone troopers execute order 68, order made to come for you. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah. And that's the sad part. And that's the sad part about it, is that the clones don't realize that the day that when they get phased out, because when they get old and decrepit, the one thing that they cared about so much, which was the formation of the Empire, does not care about them. While realistically, the old Republic, or I guess you could say the Republic, would care about them more. It depends on who exactly their person is, but there were plenty of generals that absolutely cared about their clone troopers. Yeah, the clone troopers again two times as fast as they were expensive, and they would be phased out in the Empire. Yeah, that was the thing too, because they were able to do everything because they had such mass numbers. but because the way how they aged, they got phased out pretty quick because, well, a 30-year-old and will be roughly like a 60-year-old and such, and things like that. So they're phased out very, very fast. And here's the thing: that's what you did. That's what you did see in the which one was it? I think it was the Obi-Wan show where you did see old soldiers. I thought Williams was gonna add things. Oh yeah, he did add things. Never mind. Let me see. The brain rot lawsuit, blah blah blah. I reacted to that one before or earlier. How Michael Jackson became an honorary Crip. Oh yes, I know of this story. This is great. This is great. The loans I took out for the clones during the Clone Wars stopped when I sent Anakin to kill the bankers. I mean, Darth Vader. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be for real with you, man. One of my favorite scenes from Star Wars is when the Chancellor gets force pushed into his chair, and just the way how he just the way how he rolls around. I don't know why, but I remember when I rewatched that scene, I was just laughing because I was like, dude, like it just looked funny. Like, I'm sorry, but it just looked funny. I don't know why, but it did. But yeah. Anyway, all right. All right. So let's look at this one. Let's look at this video. All right. How Michael Jackson became an ordinary Crip. Yes, I did hear about this story a long time ago, but I'll be honest with you. I think this was more of like him being cool with like the Crips and the Bloods, I think. But it was something like that. I don't really fully remember. But anyway, let's check this one out.
You see, there was only one person on earth that was good in every hood, and that was Michael Jackson. This picture behind me is Michael Jackson throwing up gang signs with the Los Angeles Crips.
Yep.
This picture is 100% real. Now I know what you're thinking. Damn, Michael Jackson with the Crips, this story finna be wild. And you're right, it's finna be wild. Now this all started because Michael Jackson was recording a song called Beat It. Now if you listen closely to the lyrics of Beat It, he's basically talking about the gang life and how it's braver to walk away from a fight rather than risking your life. After he finished recording, they said, damn, Mike, you going crazy. We need to shoot a video for this right now. Michael said, I agree. So what gang members are we going to use for the actual video? And they said, no, we
gang members?
Actors. Michael Jackson said, well, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I ain't never been fake. So we're going to get the real thing. Mike's people looked at each other and said, look, Mike.
We going to go get the real thing. This is the same man, by the way. This is the same man who went all the way to Brazil to film, to film like a scene over there. And he talked with the drug lord at that time. And here's the thing, that dude was a massive fan, which he'll probably bring that up, but was a massive fan of Michael. And here's the thing, that because people fear that man so much that they're able to do everything without worrying about anything or anyone stealing anything, which was insane.
It's the 80s. I know the gangsters dress like they should be in a Playboy Cardi fashion show, but like, they like that for real. Michael Jackson said, boy, I'm from Gary. Michael Jackson's voice can get pretty deep. He said, boy, I'm from Gary, Indiana. Stop playing with me. You think I'm soft? Google me. Google my city. They said, Mike, it's the 80s. We don't know what Google is. Mike said, don't worry about all that. Just get me the gangsters for real. Yeah, you got to understand, Gary, Indiana was like that. I know the name sounded a little bit soft. No offense, Gary. But Michael Jackson's brother said, looking outside their window on 3 occasions, they just saw massive gang brawls. So Mike's people took to the streets. They said, gangsters, hello. Any gangsters here?
Gangsters, hello.
We're gangsters. They said, yeah, so y'all want to be in a Michael Jackson video? They said, Michael Jackson? Now, you got to understand, it's Michael Jackson in the 80s. So it doesn't matter
this
how
is peak
hard
Michael
you
Jackson.
Are, you're saying absolutely. So the gangster said, absolutely. But here's the thing. Michael Jackson wanted real gangsters that were really beefing. So he got about 80 members of the Crips and the Bloods. And again, this is the 80s. This is the height of the Crip and Blood rivalry. Side note, if you don't know, Crips and Bloods are two gangs that started in Los Angeles, very, very famous for their intense beef. And to be honest, to say their beef is infamous.
I think at one point, maybe I could be wrong, but I think at one point they were like like one big gang, but they end up splitting, and I believe that's what formed the two. I think I could be wrong. I'm most likely wrong.
The Crips and the Bloods are credited for making gangs as a whole in the United States famous. To this day, you cannot wear red or blue in certain neighborhoods in Los Angeles or you finna get in trouble. Matter of fact, there's a rule in Los Angeles. If you go to a club and a bar, you can't wear hats at all because certain gangs don't like certain hats. Growing up being from Los Angeles, I just thought you couldn't wear a hat if you go to a club or a bar. It might be in certain other areas that are heavy on the gangs, but I digress. But actually, I am curious. Let me know in the comments if in your area you got to worry about your colors or the hats you wear like when going out. Anyway, let's go. So the director pulled up to Michael Jackson.
Luckily enough, that's not an issue for me. But for what I remember growing up, I don't remember this being a thing. But granted, I didn't go out that much.
His name was Bob. He said, yo, Mike, what are you doing? Mike said, you stuttering. You sound scared. It's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. I got it. Michael said, the song is about coming together and putting aside your differences. Once they hear it, I know they'll be inspired. I just know it. The director said, all right, look, we're going to be in a studio. So Mike said, a studio? He said, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I ain't never been fake. We shooting this in Skid Row. The director said, Skid Row, like the infamous neighborhood in Los Angeles that has the largest homeless population because the government basically gave up on it. Michael said, did I call the Crips and the Bloods and tell them to pull up to Skid Row? We gonna meet them there. So it's the first day of shooting, and here's where things start to get wicked. The director pull up to the spot, and assistant immediately rushes out and says, the Crips and the Bloods, they fighting. Whose idea was it to put them in a room together? Where's the director at? Where's the director? The director said, they said, director, that's you right there. Director said, oh,
nah, that ain't me.
They said, yeah, the Crips and the Bloods, they in there fighting. Somebody got to stop them. The director said, the police rush in. The director said, thank God. Who called y'all? They said, nah, ain't nobody had to call us. We heard the Crips and the Bloods were going to be in one location, so we just decided to pull up. Also, side note, is Michael Jackson here yet? The director said, y'all fanned out. No, he's not here yet. They said, okay, we just going to be around. We going to be security. We just going to help him out, The director said, well, your timing is perfect. My assistant just came over to me and said the Crips and the Bloods were in there beefing. The assistant starts running towards them again. The director said, look, there go my assistant. He must be running for his life. The assistant pulled up. He said, yo, I just got off the phone. They said, Michael Jackson pulling up right now. The director said, are you stupid? There could be a gang war happening on set. Right now, you're talking about some Michael Jackson. The assistant said, boy, I don't care if it's the Crips versus the Bloods, the Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers, the Stormcloaks versus the Imperials. We talking about
the Stormcloaks versus the Imperials.
Lock in. The director looked at the police. The police said, you do got to lock in. It's Michael Jackson in the 80s. Besides, the Crips and the Bloods right there. They look fine. The Crips and Bloods said, Michael, come in. The director said, man.
Michael, come in.
Suddenly, all the air was sucked out of the room. Dun, 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 dun.
Yup.
Dun, dun.
Yup, this is peak Michael Jackson, man. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure these guys are willing to set aside their beef. I don't doubt they're saying things to each other, but I'm pretty sure, they're like, hey, man, if this is opportunity to meet at the time, they didn't know that he was going to be labeled as the king of pop. But the opportunity to meet Michael Jackson, I'm pretty sure they weren't going to waste the opportunity.
Aura was palpable. Michael Jackson had arrived. Everybody started losing it. They said, Michael, it's Michael, it's Michael. Michael Jackson said, hi, everybody, hello. And you got to understand, they're in the middle of Skid Row. You got the two biggest rival gangs at the time in the area. You got the police in the area. You got professionals, directors, industry people, and everybody froze up when Michael hit the scene. Michael pulled up to the gangsters. He said, hi, and what gang are you from? They said, we from the Crip gang. Michael said,
hi, how are you?
Is that some sort of ghetto sign language? They said, no. Like it showed what set you from. Michael said, oh, the Bloods and the Crips actually get together and they call a truce. They said, look, Michael Jackson here, we got to be on our best behavior. And this was quite literally Michael Jackson's goal. He wasn't delusional. He didn't think that he was going to fix the Bloods and the Crip rivalry, but he wanted them to get together for a moment just to see that they could stop beefing and watch a performance. And watch a performance they did. This is actual members from the Crips in the music video watching Michael Jackson dance in awe. They said while Michael Jackson was dancing for the video, they said everybody in the room was stunned silent. Regardless of all of that, the director, Bob, was still playing no games. He was busting his ass to get everything shot in one day because he did not want to take no chances. He looked at bro right here. He said, I just know that dude don't play. Dude said, the assistant said, man, you tripping. Besides all that, we got the police over here. The police said, beat it. You see how Michael
they're having a good time.
Man. The assistant said, okay, I see your point. Let's wrap it up. And the thing about Michael Jackson is he didn't have to do this, but he genuinely wanted to change the world. This picture I was showing you this whole time is actually the second time he hung out with the Crips during the video of The Way You Make Me Feel. He was shooting it in LA again.
That's the one. That's the song. Yeah. That's the song. Yeah, that was the one that he was there the first time.
So he called the Crips over. He said, yo, y'all pull up. And how this picture was taken is they actually went up to Michael and they told him, look, they made us sign an NDA saying that we can't take no pictures. Michael Jackson said, don't worry about that. Let's take a picture right now. During the picture, the Crips were actually standing there on their best behavior until Michael Jackson throws up the C sign for the Crips and they start losing it and they start putting up the C signs themselves. And from that day on, they called Michael Jackson an honorary Crip. See, the thing
honorary Crip
was all about changing the world, but not just singing about it, actually being about it. You gotta remember, a good many of his songs are songs trying to inspire the world to be better. They don't really care about us. Earth song, boy went to the favelas of Brazil to shoot They Don't Really Care About Us. When they got there, the kingpins of the area told Michael Jackson's people, don't worry, Michael Jackson good in our hood too. He can go wherever he want. Nobody gonna touch him.
This one.
He's straight. They even made a statue of Michael in the area where he pulled up at. Now, no offense, side note, but the statue do look a little demonic.
It looked kind of weird though, I'll be honest with you. I would like, I understand what they were trying to go for, but I'll be honest with you. Can someone get another shot on at what is it? Can someone else get a shot at that, because they look like it's great. You know, I respect, you know, what they were trying to do, but yeah, that looks really weird.
No shade. Matter of fact, actually, let me show y'all the full thing. A little wild. I digress. You see, it's one thing to make a song and talk about changing the world, but Michael Jackson actually lived by his lyrics and would actively try to change the world with his own two hands. And that's what made him a star. So rest in peace, Michael Jackson, the honorary Crip.
Yeah, man. Like that's the awesome thing about that too, is that this man changed so much and made so much great music that even to this day, this man's been dead for more than 10 years. Man's been dead for like what, more than 15 years. And his music is still doing amazing. Dude, I mean, the movie that just came out, you know, I think like over like a month ago or so, dude, that movie shot up his music into the top charts. While yes, his music does usually remain in the top, like in the top places of the charts, but because of that movie, it shot him back up into like the top 5 or even like the top 3, or I think at one point #1 for a couple of days. It's insane, man. Like that's how much love that people have for Michael Jackson, man. Even though this man's been dead for like over 15, this man's dead for so long that a whole generation happened. Even that generation knows who the hell this man is. Like that's an insane part to think about. That's how much impact his music has, man. That's crazy, man. Like no other artist ever comes any close of the way of the fame, the impact, the fandom, and all that stuff compared to Michael Jackson, man. It's insane, man. Nowhere close, man. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, Taylor Swift and things like that. It's like, dude, not even close. people will faint, people will vomit, people will go, kiss the floor where this man will walk on. Yeah, that happened to others as well, but man, this dude had had a massive impact in music, and for good reason too. Rest in peace, a good legend, man. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. But yeah, there it is. Now, for some people that probably seen my 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 thing right here. I've been watching a lot of like courage and things, for like for Fortnite and such. But dude, like, it's crazy to think that that in Fortnite, right? That these guys in particular, courage, ninja and things like that. Maybe you guys know who that is. They're all playing with like with this low ass kid, and dude, I won't lie, that little kid is funny. That little kid's funny.
You see, there was only
Okay. When cartoons know you quit. How long have I been live for? For like 3 hours. Honestly, that looks decent amount of time. But hold on, let me load up Warframe real quick. All right, let me do that. Dun dun dun. I was gonna send you something else to react to.
Hey, Tano, you ready?
Maybe some other time, Williams. Yeah, let me do this real quick. Dude, here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing, all right? All right, so today was the World Cup, right? Was like the grand finale of like the World Cup, right? I'll be honest with you guys, dude, it was like the craziest match to watch of today's World Cup match, because it was such a crazy match, because there was a lot of BS that was happening. But dude, I gotta talk about when the one dude got flipped. Dude, there was a player that got flipped in mid-air. Dude, it looked so bad when it happened live. Okay, that was one thing that happened. And the other two, which was the unverified goals, bro. I'll be honest with you, I was so upset when that happened. I'll be for real with you guys. I was so upset when that happened. I was like, what? You tell me that this one goal doesn't count? Well, the first one was done. The first one was done by a I don't know his name, but he was black with dreads. And when that happened, I was like, oh, look. But it didn't count because the whistle was already blown, and the play was done. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, that sucks, but honestly, that was exciting for a moment. And then the second one was that the dude was was offside. I think that's what they said, offside or off center or some shit. And then later they're like, oh yeah, it turns out that dude wasn't offside or off centered the whole time, so that goal would have counted. I'm like, what? I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're telling me that this game could have ended in 2-0 or 3-0, but maybe 2-0 at best. But no, it ends in, well, actually it didn't end in 2. No, yeah, it ended in 1-0. But I'm like, you know what? You know, Spain won. To me, it didn't really matter to me who won or not. You know, it didn't matter to me. But I won't lie to you, that was a really good game. I'll be for real with you guys. That match was really good. Hey man, shout out to both of those teams. That was a phenomenal game. I'll be honest with you. You know, I'm glad I was watching bits and pieces of all of that. You know, it was amazing to see. But yeah, I think I asked this before, but I hope you don't mind if I join your Discord on my old account. It'll also be a nice. Oh yeah, you asked me that before, Williams. Yeah. You asked me that before. Yeah, I saw what you put. Yeah, I put sure. Oh crap. Wait, hold on. Let me tighten this a little bit more. There you go. Don't want this to come off. Yeah. But yeah, I'll be honest with you. It was a good match. I'll be for real with you guys. I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, but it was a really, really good match. Honestly, I kind of thought that it would have been I thought it would have happened more earlier in the day, but it didn't. Which honestly, I kind of thought it would have or did, but I don't know. I thought it was gonna happen more later in the day, but of course they were in Eastern time, because I think it was in New York. I don't know if it was in like New York or somewhere like in New York or something like that, but but it makes sense for them because they operate in Eastern time, so it was like 3 o'clock for them. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's probably it for today, more likely. I want to make this to be a shorter stream so I can make like clips and things like that. But yeah, I think that's most likely going to be it for that. That probably is going to be it for tonight, guys. I just want to have like Warframe open, instead of like some other thing. But yeah, William, you let me know what your alt account is, and I see if I can mod you through there and see what I can do. But yeah. Anyway, you guys have a good one, all right? You guys have a good night. You guys have a good day, all right? You guys have a good one. I'm going to just chill out for a bit and before making more clips and things like that. But anyway, you guys have a good night, all right, guys? You guys have a good one. Honestly, pretty all right, pretty all right in terms of like, the game was and all that stuff. It was actually pretty good. I will say that the last couple of games were actually pretty exciting to watch. I'll be for real with you guys. The last couple of games were exciting to watch. But I'll be honest with you, I always like to see the finalization of like these games, because they're just more interesting to see, than like seeing like the build up and things. I understand some people like to watch like the build up and everything for it, but for me, I just like the end result, But hey, that's just me, of course. But anyway, you guys have a good one, all right? You guys have a good night. Honestly, this kind of happens the same with like football as well, like when you see like the wild card or the playoffs and things, that's when it gets like really more interesting. But honestly, man, I mean, take it for someone like me who's a Cardinals fan, and given that Cardinals hasn't been that good for the past like I don't know how many seasons, but yeah, there's that. Anyway, all right then. You guys have a good one, all right? All right, you guys have a good night, all right? See you guys next time. Peace.